Welcome to Couch Conversations, the space where real talk meets God talk.
We're two best friends who love Jesus, deep combos, and a whole lot of laughs.
From relationships and faith to the messy middle of adulting, we're chatting about it all right here on the couch.
So grab your snacks, get cozy, and let's get into it. This is Couch Conversations.
Welcome to Couch Conversations, the space where real talk meets God talk.
We're two best friends who love Jesus, deep combos, and a whole lot of laughs.
From relationships and faith to the messy middle of adulting, we're chatting about it all right here on the couch.
So grab your snacks, get cozy, and let's get into it. This is Couch Conversations.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Couch Conversations. We're your hosts, Deja
and Kelsey,
and we're so happy to have you back on the couch with us today. Now, today, we're going to throw it back.
Way back.
And we're going to talk about the 90s, the 2000s, and 2010.
Taking over for the 99
And
2000.
But I felt like each of those time periods just gave us gems. It was a time to be alive during those times. I feel like each time period just gave us different things and different feels. Now the 2020s, they came in. I don't know if I like this era, but those eras back then, they were different. It was a time. Like, I feel like we talk a lot about that time period, and that's whether it's like our age range, because we're millennials. So whether it's our age
We're right
range,
at the end, like we're the last year,
but we still in there.
Yeah,
We still in there. I feel like even people who were born in like the 80s and 70s, like they still talk about like the 90s and 2000s. So what is some fond memories you have from the 90s?
Ooh, well, I mean, I was only 4 between 96 to 2000.
Yeah.
So that ain't much. Other than coloring and going outside, and when kids used to actually go outside, be out there from like the morning until the late evening.
And there was no in and out.
No, it was outside. Don't be going in and out my house.
Running my air conditioner.
Right. But yeah, going outside, playing with the neighborhood kids, or my grandmother and mommy used to keep kids as well. So I would play with them, play with my doll babies. I had a Barbie. I don't think Bratz came out.
They came in like 2000.
Yeah, like probably like late elementary school into middle school, but Barbie was definitely
She was that girl.
Leapfrog.
Oh my
But
god.
the one where you had like the stylus.
Oh yeah, in the book.
You had a press.
Yeah.
We ain't had none of that fancy Leapfrog stuff.
What was that game? It was another learning game, but it was on the computer.
What?
Jumpstart.
Yes, I used to love Jumpstart. I also had, I didn't have Author until later on, but that was another favorite. But sticking with the 90s, I would say, and just thinking about like a picture my mom usually shows me, like I think it was my first Christmas, and just being fortunate enough to see all the presents and stuff, like the living room covered. Not knowing what's going on, just looking around like.
One of them, I was in a Barbie Jeep. I had a Barbie Jeep.
Was it pink?
Yes. Yep. So it was a picture. It was me, because I never would wear pants. I kind of still like that. But I was in my Barbie Jeep, like just sitting. I was like, oh my god, we really like had it. We was really like that. And another thing that I remember, and I feel like, if not all, but majority of black girls or black babies had a picture with their red dress on with the white. It was either red or green. Velvet dress that they had on, and it had like the little yeah, the little. I feel like we all had that.
And the white socks with the front.
With the front. Oh my god, I used to love ruffle socks. You go to the hair store and get you some ruffle socks before you go to church and stuff like that, or when you take pictures and stuff like that. Another thing I remember well, not really remember, but some things I remember was, when you watched movies and stuff back then, it was VHS. And that classic VHS was that orange one. And everybody knew it was Rugrats and Cameras. Or Barney had one because it came with the little thick little sleeve that they come in that you open and you see in there.
I remember that.
So I know Barney, I had like Barney and stuff like that. All type of stuff.
And then speaking of like VHS, going to Movie Gallery and Blockbuster to rent movies like before Netflix and Hulu and all that was the thing before you had Redbox. But
Blockbuster on a Friday?
We had Movie Gallery because they're always a little behind. But we had Movie Gallery and going there, picking up a couple of movies and even like games, like when I started getting like the PlayStation, whatever. But
I remember we used to go on Fridays. It was like good bit of Fridays because that used to be one of our things as a family. We would like watch movies, but that used to be a field trip to me. Like you going down the aisles and finding your movie because they used to have with the previews on TV.
Yeah,
and then you go there and you look for the movie, hoping that nobody else has rented it out.
Because they only had like one or
maybe one
to
or
3
two.
copies.
And then we used to go and they used to have the little popcorn buckets where it was like the little, basically like what you get from the movie theater. But it had like the kernels is at like the bottom or something, then you put it in the microwave and then they pop up and you get little candy and stuff like that. And it's like that was really like a treat. I used to love Blockbuster. I think a lot of people was hurt when Blockbuster closed down.
Yeah, for sure. And then when you was talking about like a tree or like a field trip, basically, I thought like the library. You go to the library, have your library card, you show it to the librarian, and they scan it. And then you go in there, you go to the little children's section, you
get
pick out a stack of books. You used to be excited to get a stack of books. You read Junie B. Jones, Clifford. Who else? The Magic School Bus.
Yeah, that's for sure. I love Miss Frizzle.
What was it? Was it Treehouse? It was
something, I know
but they had talking about different weather things and all that. I can't think of the name of it. I feel like I always forget the name of that series. But just being able to go in there and check out books,
right?
And
they had a different feel of like books used to have. I know they used to have like this little plastic little cover on it too. It'd be like the regular like paper with the like the actual illustrations on it had a little plastic thing, so you just open up your little book, you feel the little glossy pages,
and that's probably why I still like having physical copies of books, and that's probably why. Yeah, just like that feel and like just being able to flip the pages versus like a Kindle or something, which I low-key still want one of those.
Yeah, same.
But I still love the feel of a physical book.
Yeah. Because when I think about a Kindle, I be like, dang. I really like. I mean, even though they have the paper Kindles that seem real, it's just nothing like the smell of a book and you touching it. It's just they're different. That's when they're coming out.
Yes, and then you can only keep those books like a week or so.
Something like that.
You go drop them off in the Dropbox and drop out some more.
What about cartoons? I was Teletubby down. I used to have they used to have bedroom shoes with a little Teletubby head. I had the dolls and I had the pajamas they used to have. Between Teletubby and Elmo, listen, I think it was my second or third birthday. That's when my parents had a block party for me for my birthday. But my mom, she used to always make my birthday cakes. Like I didn't have like a store-bought cake until maybe college, but she used to bake every birthday. That's what she'll do for me and my sister. And she even got fancy. I had a little two-tier little Elmo cake or whatnot. And that's when the little cake decorations, it'll be like the little candy, little beaded candy little things.
Oh, yeah, like the balloons and all that.
Yeah. On there, so like it was Teletubbies and Elmo. And of course, Barney. I think those was my top 3 little cartoons in the 90s that
I would say really anything PBS, because you had Author, you had Reading Rainbow, you had Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you had Reading Between the Lines, you had Clifford the Big Red Dog. You had Caillou. You had Zoom.
Definitely.
You had Cyber Chase. You
Or
had
Zamoomafoo. I used to love Zamoomafoo. That was the one. It was the two brothers, and they had a lemur. They were like zookeepers or something like that. But it was like almost like a nature cartoon where it would be like it'll turn into a cartoon, and then it'll turn into like the real people. So it'd be like Zamoomafoo was the name of the lemur, and so it'll be the real one. But then the story that they do, it's like he jumped into a cartoon type thing. I used to love. I don't know why I used to love that, but I used to love. And what's the one with the guy and the girl? And at the end, they sang the song and he beat on the drum. He's like, "Goodbye, farewell to you, my friend. Until we meet again."
I see it in my head.
Wait, is it? See it
Inside the box or the box.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it is inside the box or something.
In the box, something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And of course, we can't forget Barney. And this wasn't in the 90s, but I used to watch the Daily Dooley show.
Yeah,
I used to watch that when I was getting ready for school.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
but that was just PBS. You had Cartoon Network, so you had Ed, Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Laboratory,
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, oh yes, I had a Powerpuff Girls birthday at Pizza Hut when it was actually a hut.
And you could have birthday party. Yes, because they used to have this little buffet.
They had a
part,
buffet. You could order the pizza and they'd bring it out to your table. That's when they had actual personal pan pizzas too, and they were cheap.
That's when they were so good. My cousin Kiwana, she used to work there. R.P. her. She was like my favorite cousin. I used to go to Pizza Hut and I ain't never had a big like pizza when I was younger. She'd be like, "Daddy, you want a pizza?" Yeah. And she used to always make my little pizzas and Pizza Hut.
And that's when they had the good wings, like when they used to bake them. My mom used to run through that twice. So they could be like crispy. She made sure they cooked all the way through.
Right.
Because this new recipe.
It's on with the breading.
Yeah, and like the sauces. Well, I haven't had pizza in a little minute, but what I remember is like the sauce was a little sticky. And like I guess the traditional wings, they were huge now.
Yeah.
So I usually get boneless whenever I go there and get like honey barbecue or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all like the Cartoon Network shows I can think of. Nickelodeon, I feel like
SpongeBob came out in the late 90s.
Yeah, and I feel like I didn't start watching that too like a little later into the 2000s maybe. Where's anything up?
Because Nick Jr. is, well, I would say that's like early 2000s too with Nick Jr.
Yeah.
Because Little Bill used to come on.
Oh yeah, I used to love Little Bill. I used to
yeah.
watch that. My grandma, I was like, what, around, 4 o'clock was Arthur. Little Bill, I think was a little later in the day, maybe.
I think
like
so. Maybe like 5.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, was that like one of the first little black cartoons? Well, like, Kidney Wings. I don't know.
Now, the Disney Channel, because of course there ain't much we could really do it between 1996 and 2000. But Disney Channel, like once I got a little bit older, I would definitely say the Proud Family.
Oh, for sure. I didn't realize how old Proud Family was because because you know they got the new series. I
need to watch it. I
heard
it was good.
It is pretty good. I didn't realize how old it was until I guess when you see stuff you just go on a Google hunt. I'm like, it really came out. I think
was it 06?
Not earlier than that. I think it was 2001.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, I guess that would make sense. Just thinking about Kyla Pratt is, of course, older than us.
She's like her late 30s.
Yeah. And then it's thinking about the episode of the Parkers, and she was like a teenager. So, I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's been around a long time. Yeah. One thing I just randomly thought about with the 90s, why they used to have our clothes so big? I've seen pictures like, first of all, some big behind shoes. That's when like felines were a little like more in. So it would be like the big block shoes, and you got little legs. There's a picture of me, my god sister, my god brother, and my sister, and our parents. We went to Carolyn. And so we always crack up at that picture because my god sister, she always been smaller. So we all had on the big shoes. So it's like all our little legs. And so my godmom would always be cracking up because she remember when I was younger, me with the big shoes, and Carolyn's was big. I mean, it still is. And I was like, I'm tired. I was like, Daddy, pick me up. I'm tired of walking. My feet hurt. I'm like, it makes sense. You got them bricks on your feet. But my parents used to dress like a little tomboy. Like, I feel like a lot of the 90s, like, girls, like, no matter if you were young or old, you kind of dress like, I feel like that was a tomboyish era in, like, dressing and stuff. Like, yeah, you had your girly girl, like, dressing, but you could easily get away with dressing like a tomboy back then. And that was just the style. Or the velour track suits. I got plenty of pictures.
Or overalls.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh.
And then like dressing up for Halloween.
Listen.
A bee, a witch, a princess,
a cat,
like a pumpkin.
Just anything. Like that's when like Halloween, like kids really wasn't dressing up like scary stuff like that. It was like little cutesy little characters. Like I think one of them, Kayla was a lion, I think, and I was, what animal was I? I see the picture. Maybe I was a cat. I don't know. I think wait here, my mama was a little cheap, so I wore all black. I had a tail and the little ears, and she drew all the whiskers for me. But I was a cat though. I was a black cat.
I would agree. Like back then, the outfits weren't scary, and they were just like the most simplest outfits they are. And like we actually went door to door and trick or treated. We went to like locations. So like in Darlington, we went to the Elks. They would have like little trick or treating events, like a little haunted house or whatever. But now I feel like kids don't go trick or treating, and of course because times have changed.
Yeah,
it's a little bit scarier out there.
Yeah,
it's just thinking about like what we did growing up compared to now.
I feel like kids now, they grow up so fast, and kids don't get to be kids no more. Like 10 years old, like girls wearing acrylic nails, or
we should get to that later on, because I feel like there's a lot we can say about like the newer generations and comparing. Of course, you're gonna see like things are gonna change generation, because I'm sure like the generations before us be talking about us,
right?
For sure. But like I just feel like it's been a major
shift. It's like kids who are like 10, 15 years younger than us are doing things that we do as adults, or look a certain way. But that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, like you said, we didn't have so much memory. We only had 4 years in the 90s. So I feel like the 2000s was really it's when it really kicked off. Prime, like we really, 106 and Park started in 2000.
But hold on, before we get to that, mind you, like y'all, we're doing all of this before computers were really big. Before we really had internet, before any social media.
That's when we had dial-up. That's before Google really was Google.
You couldn't get on the computer if somebody was on the phone, or somebody couldn't get on the phone if he was on the computer.
I used to hate that because it was at my grandma's house. My grandma used to have a computer, of course the one with the hood on it, and hers was like a beige color, and you have that loud keyboard. So I used to go to her house, and you know, get on the internet because, you know, my parents' house, it wasn't that strict because my mom using the computer too. So I'm like doing stuff, and first of all, it's dial up. So you turn it on, and then you hear and then it's slow, and then she like, get off the computer. I'm like, girl, it's halfway through, and I done waited 30 minutes just so this halfway through, and then it finally come on, and then she pick up the phone, and y'all be on the phone for a long time,
and you can't use the internet or nothing.
Nothing. All you can do is paint. Do the paint.
I used to love some paint though. Okay, so what was paint? But I was painting.
I was making up the console name.
The computer games, like what was it? Minesweeper.
What is the gist of the game?
I don't know, but I was determined to beat it and win. I was so close. I think I had like 2 or 3 blocks left. And I was so close to winning it.
And then it just that used to make me upset. And then solitaire.
Oh yeah, my mama used to love her some solitaire. Spider solitaire.
A kid just playing, like I used to be on there for hours. It's like once I got the gist of it, because like one of my grandmas, she used to actually play like the actual cards on her bed. But once I got the gist of it, I was like, I like this right.
I used to be there helping my mama find this. Like I can't find this number. Let me find it. Like it's right there. You gotta move this to there, and this to there. You gotta do this.
And another thing about computers, that's when AOL was really big.
You got me.
You got me.
That little yellow thing.
You got me. Oh, they used to be so funny.
And then they had the AOL games like My Scene and
that used to be my junk.
Yes, there was another one that they had on there. Girl Sense.
Yes.
And I remember, and I was just talking to my mama about this. Like, girl, you remember when? But used to go on there and you could like design clothes or whatever. And one time they were doing like a back to school outfit challenge. And I just designed something. This is, well, of course, this is a little past. This is more so middle school, maybe. But just to put out there before we go back to the early 2000s, but I remember designing a graphic t-shirt because this is when like Route 21 was the place to go for graphic tees. Used to get like what 3 for $20 or 3 for $10 something like that.
Yeah, real cheese.
So I designed a black graphic tee and some pants and some shoes. Mind you, there's a lot of people in this thing. I won second place. Okay. And got a $100 gift card at JCPenney. Guess what me and my mama did? Drove to Columbia, Sand Hills, go to JCPenney and back to school shopping. Yeah. And it's just
like JCPenney used to be popping back. Them and Sears.
Used to go get some Bobby Jones.
Okay, and Bobby Jack with the little monkey.
Oh, it's Bobby Jones. I'm Bobby Jones.
Not the gospel man. And I'm talking about, I mean, he used to be on TV on Sunday.
My goodness, name is so
Bobby Jones Gospel the Sunday he was on me.
But yeah, Bobby Jack.
My daddy was mad because my grandma used to spoil me a lot. So JCPenney was always her store. That and Sears. So of course back to school.
That's little way too.
Yes. But that's when Bobby Jack was like, it really started popping. And so I had gotten me some Bobby. It was like a velvet little tracksuit, because they sell like Juicy Couture and stuff like that. But I had Bobby Jack, and on the butt it was like Bobby Jack. And I always had like a big caboose, like even as young. So of course my daddy didn't see me in the morning because he was already at work. So he'll pick me up, and he saw. And my grandma used to laugh at this all the time. He was like, "All you see is Bobby Jack." I think I only was able to wear the pants like 1 or 2 times because it was like, oh no, because it was that and Joe Boxer used to be back then, but it was mostly like undergarments and stuff. They used to have like cute little underwear and stuff like that. But I feel like we had cassette tapes back then. It was like transitioning from the 90s to the early 2000s with the cassette tapes, because I remember everybody used to have like a stereo system, sound set. So it would be like
the big ones.
The big ones.
They'll be on the floor.
Like you have like 2 speakers and an actual like machine. You had that one or the one that was an actual like everything was all together or whatnot. And that's when cars like actually came with the like cassette player. You put the tapes in
push it in there.
Push it in there.
And then you gotta wait for
like,
it to wind.
You'd be like, or then when the thing mess up in it, the little film that you try to
It's just hanging out. Now you ain't got it no more. It don't work.
Because Chick-fil-A actually used to give the Lion in between the Lion cassette tapes in your meals. So I know my mom. I don't think she threw them because I used to be like, "Can we listen to In Between the Lion?" So get in the car and put in the cassette tape. Then listen to it about 50 times. And then one day, all the string coming out of it. I'm like, I think my mama just started hearing about the Lions.
So, since we're on that topic, the transition to CDs and then like having a Polaroid camera, and you gotta take it to the store to get developed. My mama still got some of them things in a plastic bag. So she keeps saying, I need to go to Walmart and get these developed.
Right. And you know, them cameras, them disposable cameras are so you used to get those for like $5, I feel like.
They were yellow and red.
Yellow and red, the Kodiak ones. Now, either they're obsolete or, I mean, Walmart has them now, but the things be like $20 for one. You used to get a pack for $20. But I used to like that, like you take your little pictures and then you have the little films or whatnot. But we did have a Polaroid camera, that my parents used to always take pictures. Like my baby pictures are on there, and like our earlier, like, you know, little developmental stages on there. But now they either come back, and now they're expensive too.
Right. So let's see what else from the early 2000s. I'm trying to think. That's when we started, of course, doing like kindergarten and early. Like primary school.
Yeah.
So you starting to hang with classmates and stuff. Get your form your friend groups, and figure out who you want to share your crayons with and everything. Nap time. Oh, I wish they would incorporate that.
Okay, please.
Just 30 minutes.
As a wellness initiative.
Just 30 minutes is all I need. But yeah, nap time, and then you have recess twice a day. Learning how to add and all this stuff.
And then you used to have the fact sheets, like your addition facts, subtraction facts, and the multiplication and division, and the little time test that
I used to love them little time tests.
It's like, yeah, I know that.
I think it was in kindergarten.
What you did?
So I had this old friend, you know of her.
No eyebrows?
Oh my gosh, I'm just yeah. Okay. Yeah. I cut her shirt. I don't know why I cut her shirt. She probably did something, I guess. I don't know.
And you just said, and I cut it.
You just said. So my mama made me, like, we went to the store and I had to buy her another one and give it to her because I cut her shirt.
So mad. I was mad. I cut it for a reason.
She was like my first, like, childhood best friend. Of course, you know, things happen as we get older, but she was like my first childhood best friend. And then I remember there was this other boy in my class, and he used to pick his nose, and one time he wiped it on my shirt.
Oh, we would have been tussling in that classroom.
I don't even know how I reacted in that moment because I was shy. I'm still shy. But I'm just sad. And I can see it vividly in my head. I feel like I had on a blue shirt with some flowers across the front. But I was just like, ugh.
I would have been so pissed off. Because why would you do that?
He was disgusting. He was nasty. He was really nasty.
Clearly.
Very nasty.
That reminds me of like picture day too back in the day. Like my mom used to grease me down for picture day. And of course you get a new little outfit.
Fresh hairdo.
Fresh hairdo, you looking out cute stuff. It went I forgot the name of the picture page. Was it portfolio?
I think it was.
Portfolio?
They had that blue background. Sometimes it would be purple, sometimes it would be brown.
Brown, yeah. Now they got the better little background, but back then it was very basic. That's when they used to do Kmart pictures too.
Ooh, Kmart used to be the store.
It was. They had a little calf in there. Get you some food from Kmart.
Another place you could do layaway. They had a little jewelry section.
Sure did.
Used to go there and do some back to school shopping.
Used to love Kmart.
So we had Kmart, and like you said earlier, we had Sears, we had JCPenney, we had Limited Too.
Yeah.
That was my store.
Okay.
That was my store.
They merged it with what? Justice?
Yeah, it became Justice, and I don't even know if they still around or not. Or maybe it's just not that many.
Yeah, probably not that many. Well, it used to be one in Magnolia Mall.
And then City Trends, because at one point I had to wear uniforms, and they were the only store that had uniforms.
They were, especially ones that were too like crazy expensive. But yeah, I did have uniforms like when I went to private school for like 2 or 3 years.
Because you had to do navy blue tops and khaki pants or khaki bottom. So it was hard to find that stuff.
It
like
was.
I said, they were the only store that had it because no one was really doing uniforms.
Right.
I'm trying to think what else. Like goodies.
People.
Payless.
Yeah, we was laughing about that not too long ago. Where it was like a post on Facebook and it was like people wouldn't understand like going to Payless. When you go to Payless, you're gonna be like try on that shoe and walk,
and then she gonna feel
the top of it.
You ain't feel too tight.
You be like, walk down there. Let me see. You used to stay in Payless, get you a little stack or whatnot. But then people got too good for Payless or whatnot. But yeah, was there another shoe store like that?
I mean, we had a shoe department, shoe show, but
they weren't like Payless.
No, they weren't like Payless.
Yeah.
What was that sneaker store in Florence? Was it Athlete's Foot?
Yep, it was. But why would they name it that? Because no, what Athlete's Foot is now, it's just like, why would you?
I don't know. But I feel like there was another store that we had.
That was like on the same caliber as Payless.
This is gonna bother me.
Right.
Because I'm trying to imagine them all like back in the old days.
Old days, yeah.
Because we had Penny's was here, Belk was there, Sears was there, like where Burlington is now.
Yeah. Because Sears used to have the little auto part too,
the appliances and stuff.
Because I remember my grandma used to go get her tires changed.
What else? What else do we have? You said it was on the same caliber as Payless?
I feel like it, or I could be making it up. I don't know.
The only thing that comes to mind, but that might have been during my mama's time, is Pick and Pay.
Pick and Pay. Yeah. What else? Oh, also, I think during that time too, like when you talked about earlier about transitioning from cassettes to CDs, us having like a CD player, like it went from Walkmans to CD players, and then the headphones was like the little, they was a little lightweight, but the little round ones with the little cushion on there.
So walk around like you was something listening to your music, B2K, Usher. There ain't no nothing what I was talking about.
And don't you drink too hard, because then the CD gonna skill. They gonna be like,
take it out and blow it off.
Oh, and then wipe it off. And don't let you get too many scratches when your CD was done for it. But then that reminds me of the time of LimeWire.
Ooh. Put so many viruses on your computer.
So many viruses.
Just to download some songs on your MP3 player.
MP3 player. Or burning CDs. I remember I had ask my grandma, because my grandma used to give me anything. She wouldn't even ask no questions. Because one asked my grandma for a cake. That's when CDs came in like the little case.
Oh, yeah.
The little container. And I was like, Grandma, can you buy me some CDs? And she bought me some. I just go burn the music. And this was before, after floppy disk. Because I do remember floppy disk and saving things like on a floppy disk. Or whatnot, but ask them for some CDs to go burn some songs. But online, like, you had to make sure it was the right version of the song because people would like make their own remixes or change up the song or whatnot. So going through it,
I used to get Thomas to burn my CDs for me because he was honestly like the brother. I have two brothers, but he was like a brother because my grandma was keeping him since he was like 6 weeks, and then I came along 4 years later. So and he was there, so that's why we stood close to this day. But he used to burn my CDs for me.
Right, burn them like that. It took me a minute to learn how to do it, but when I learned how to do it, it was up. It was up. It was.
But yeah, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait until like a new CD drop, a new album.
Listen,
used to be in Walmart to get, or Circuit City to get that CD.
To get it. But that reminds me of like 106 in Park on Fridays when a new music video would drop. Like, I forgot what time like it'll actually drop. Like, first of all, it'll take them forever to get to their new video because they'll play all the other videos.
Like the top 10.
Yeah. And then we're like, all right, next up is the hottest new.
I feel like it came on like 6.
Yeah, something like that.
With AJ and Free. And then after them, it was.
Did Tigger come after them? Is his name Tigger? Yeah, Tigger.
Did he host? I know he had his own show as
He
well.
He was on Rap City.
Yeah.
But I think he was on 106 in Park for a little bit.
And I remember Roxy and Terrence.
So Tigger came before them.
And then there was like a couple other people in between that were just there, like
Bow Wow was on there for a little bit.
Yeah, they was like very temporary, but the longest running ones were Roxy and Terrence and like AJ and Free.
I think all of us was hurt when AJ and Free left because they were so good. Like, was it them? I'm trying to think, were they the host or was Terrence and Roxy the host when Destiny Child came on and Michelle Pfeiffer?
I want to say it had to be like, because Roxy and Terrence, let's see, I'm about to do a Google search and see when they started their
look up 106 in Park. I feel like it'll have like the actual years of each one and like who did what.
Let's see. Dang, their final episode was December 2014.
Wow. That was a long run when you think about it. They started what was it, 2001?
They started, 2000.
2000?
Okay, so it was AJ and Free from 2000 to 05. And then from 05 to 06 was Tigger and Jaleesa.
I don't know why I don't remember her. I remember him for sure though.
Oh, okay. When I look at the picture, I kind of remember her.
Okay, yeah.
She reminds me of Erica Mena a little bit. Then it was Terrence and Roxy from 06 to 12, and then it was Bow Wow for 2 years. Then Miss Mikey. Who was that?
Let me see her picture.
Oh,
I do remember her.
I seen a picture of her.
Oh, but I do remember her. What that name?
Then it was Pajon.
I think I stopped the long still on they came.
And then it was Shorty the Prince.
I don't know.
Angela Simmons, Keisha Shantae was the last person. I
think after Bow Wow, it was.
Yeah, it went downhill after that.
Yeah.
But if I had to guess, because when did Beyonce start her solo career?
Was it 07?
Let's see.
When did Destiny Child have their last tour?
Okay, so her solo album came out in 03.
03.
So and it says this Destiny's Child disbanded in 05.
Oh wow.
So that means it had to be during
Oh, that makes sense.
AJ
Bonnie and
Free.
Clyde 03. Not 07. Right? Did Bonnie and Clyde come out in 03? I see the. I don't know if that's a 3 or 7.
But yeah, I would say that fall with Michelle, that had to be during AJ and Free.
That was so funny.
And the way Kelly and Beyonce just looked,
Just look and just kept going. Like it was like stuffed up. Like child, get up. Like we done had rehearsal. Why is you following?
Right. But yeah, looking forward to the new music video, the top 10. Of course, it'll mostly be the same songs.
Right.
But
yeah.
also with 106, Spring
Spring
Bling?
Yeah.
I used to say, oh, I can't
Can't
wait
wait
to
to
go.
go
This how I can go. Ain't never went.
Ain't never went.
Never went.
Never got to go.
Or the BET Awards, I went was really good.
It was really good during that time, like the early 2000s. So even I would say even when we were in high school a little bit, I feel like it was really good then. Now,
I think my favorite episode is when Monique posted it.
oh yeah,
And she came out there dancing to Beyonce.
Yeah.
And y'all feel shook.
yeah. She really did her thing on that one for sure. Yeah. And one of my favorite performances was the one with Cece, and I think Chris Brown performed with her. And they did the lean, and she did the kick with the microphone. That was one of my favorite ones. I'm trying to think of another.
Did Usher do one? I feel like he did. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
What else used to be like on BET? You had like Ballin' Hills,
College Hill. That's when reality TV was really good. Reality TV. I don't know why. Like at my age, I was watching that, but that's when Flavor of Love was coming out, and then I Love New York, and then Real Chance of Love, and then America's Next Top Model.
I used to love America. Me and my mom used to watch that.
Yeah, that was my show for real, because that one came on weekly.
Yeah,
it came on weekly, or whatnot, and
you used to look forward to like the challenges and what Tyra would come up with.
right.
I just think every time I think about that, I think about Eva and when they had to pose with the spider.
Oh, that was one of her most iconic pictures. Like she was my favorite. Her, Yaya. I mean, both of them actresses now.
I like Danielle. Danielle used to model for New York and Company.
Well, look, yeah. I used to love her. Takara. She was plus size, but then looking in the eyes, like as an adult now, it's like when they was so hard on her talking about she was big. That girl was not big. She was thick, but she was like average size.
I think she wore like, I think during that time, it may be just in like overall in the model world, they would consider anybody who wears more than like higher than a size 8 plus size.
Yeah,
because I think she wore like a 10 or a 12.
Yeah,
and that is not plus size.
That's not plus size. She looked good. Who else? Yeah, because Danielle won. Naima, I did like Naima.
What's her name? Yasmin, Yassine or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Who else?
Those are like my favorites that really come
to mind. Yeah.
And think about BET. What about MTV?
Oh, My
Cribs, Pimp My Ride. Yeah. What was that show?
Next.
Yes, they get on the bus.
Like next.
That one, and when the person like go on a date and the parents would be watching it.
Parental control.
That was a good one. That was a good one. They'll be sitting there and watching it with.
And the ex be mad.
Yeah.
That was a good one. What else?
Yep. And then on Next, people used to say Next before the person even walked off.
They walked out the bus. They were like Next. You're like, dang, hurt they little feelings.
And then they be like, and
It was so fake.
it was, but it was so funny.
It was so funny. Bad Girls Club. I used to like Bad Girls Club. Shouldn't have been watching that, but hey.
Well, they used to have like music videos and stuff. Like a little segment or whatever. I can't remember what.
Sometimes, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was it called?
Cause sometimes it'll be random, like in between shows too.
Yeah, or like it'll be at night or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. MTV.
Wait, MTV Music Mix?
Music video? No.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, MTV was good. Of course, it
Was VH1 back then? I can't really remember a lot of things from VH1.
I remember the only thing I really remember from VH1 is like was it the hip hop things. They have all the spin-offs. They got Atlanta. They have
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like
Late.
high school.
Yeah, that was like tens and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Wild and Out.
Oh yeah, Wild and Out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they on MTV first though?
Yeah, they were on MTV. Yeah.
Oh, they remember Yo Mama. That show Yo Mama. That was, I think that was before Wild and Out. They was like Yo Mama, the dude from that Sesame show, and it was like another black dude that used to go on there. This is the episode of Yo Mama.
And then at one point, Silent Library would have never made it.
It never made it. I used to want to go on there. I'm like, I'm gonna go to South. Yeah. No, they would have kicked me out the first go round.
And I'm gonna sound very old for this, but it's not MTV, BET or anything, not those channels. And we talked about going on this show, and we was literally about
Supermarket Sweet.
and we was literally about this platform.
I told my loctician that the last time I was there, I was like, me and my best friend was really like on the verge of applying to be on that show.
And then they just canceled out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because the latest remake of it,
it was like 2020.
what was her name?
Lisa Jones?
Yeah, Leslie
Jones.
Yeah, she was the host. And I don't know what happened. It only did like 2 seasons maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And it went out, it went nowhere. But
Family Feud was big.
Yeah.
Before Steve Harvey, it was the white man.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the man from Home Improvement? The neighbor?
I think maybe.
If not,
They do look alike.
So much
They do
alike.
The Price is Right.
Listen,
I love me some Price is Right. Did you have a favorite game or games?
Which was my favorite?
I hear mine in my head right now.
What?
It was the man that be climbing up the mountain. And then don't let them say, oh, now it's like way over this kid.
Did he fall up?
It was that one, and Planko.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my 2 favorites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know which one is my favorite. What used to be funny to me though, like say they guessing the price of a car, and the audience would be so upset with them. I used to say I'm gonna go on that show,
And the person like,
higher. Bob used to be like slick at the bar. I love it. He used to be slick, and then he came to
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, yeah.
Or what, man? But the showcase, I used to be there trying to guess how much the showcase.
I'm like, that's so dumb. That
Right.
not cost that. That costs more than that.
You know what grinds my mama gears though?
What?
Is when they're down at the bottom and they have to guess the price of the whatever they're showing for them to come on stage. When somebody I think she don't like when they either say $1,
Yeah.
or let's say you say $600.
And they say 601.
601.
That will piss me off so much. Because they used to do that a lot. They really did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I used to like Jeopardy. I still like Jeopardy.
I still like Jeopardy, yeah. It's not the same without
Alex Trebek.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to watch Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune. I love me some Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm. Cause it used to come on, was it 5, 6, and 7? Or 6, 7, 8?
So Price is Right was at 11 o'clock. It's still at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And then Wheel of Fortune came on at 7. And then Jeopardy came on at 7:30.
7:30. Okay, that was only 30 minutes.
So, 5 o'clock was the 5 o'clock news. Then you had the 6 o'clock news, or it was the CBS special 60 minutes. Yeah, 60 then you had 7 o'clock was Wheel of Fortune, and 7:30 was Jeopardy.
And they still come on at 7:30. Sometimes I catch it every now and then on there. But my grandma Joyce, me and her used to watch like both of those back then. That's how I really started, was because I heard we used to watch that all the time. And when I used to go to my grandma's house, the stories. And my mama liked to watch The Young and the Restless. But you had The Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. You had As the World Turns. And my grandma watched all of them. And you better not talk during that time. I used to be like, all right.
And they used to be talking about these people like they know. Why is Victor still on here?
Listen, Victor, you need to go retire.
Victor been on there before I was even thought of. And I've been here for almost 30 years.
Listen. Victor said he got his tenure in that show. Y'all can't get him up out of it.
As many times they done tried to kill him off that show,
he's still coming back. He's immortal. I'm like, I thought Victor been supposed to die. I'm glad he ain't.
Right.
Lord, y'all just can't get rid of him.
And I'm trying to think what else. Used to watch Judge Judy.
Oh yeah, Judge Mathis, Judge Brown, Judge Maybelline.
Dang.
Yeah, because Judge Maybelline was on divorce court. The Judge Mathis, he used to always call people crackheads. Still do. Judge Judy, of course.
I used to think she was rude.
She still is. And she used to make people look so dumb. I'm like,
I just see her like in my head, like her mannerism and her accent or whatever.
Yeah, she feels very northern, like Italian, like yeah. And I used to like Maury. I don't know why we'll be watching these things at my age, but I used to watch Maury and Jerry Springer. One of my mama's classmates, I think, they went on Jerry Springer. You can make up any story you want to put up there, but they went on Jerry Springer. She told me they went on Jerry Springer. I said, wow. Maury used to be crazy. They used to have like the little teens who'd be like, basically like the bad teens. So it'll be like the boot camp dude come yell at them and stuff like that. And people would take them to the morgue. They would take them to the morgue and stuff like, do you want this to be you? And I think one time, they had a mama sit in the coffin. It's like, if you keep doing this, you're gonna kill your And then they used to do makeovers on people. And then of course the DNA went, and then the cheating stuff. But they had little stick. They used to have talent shows because her was on there one time. Yeah, she was on one of the episodes because they used to show like children who had like talents or capabilities and stuff like that. I really watched Maury more than I watched Jerry Springer, and that was a little too raunchy. Jerry. If people get their Jerry, that was a little too raunchy. What not? What else?
Black shows.
Like Martin.
Jamie Foxx show.
Oh, for sure.
The Parkers. A Different World, Sister, Good Time, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven,
The Wayne Brothers.
The Bernie Mac Show.
We said My Wife and Kids.
No, that was the one I was trying to think. Yeah, My Wife and Kids, Half and Half. 101.
Girlfriend.
101, yeah, Girlfriends. The Steve Harvey Show.
Oh yeah,
I love the Steve Harvey Show.
Levita. What's her name? Levita. Boss Lady.
What was Veronica? No, it wasn't Veronica. Levita and oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Cause you had Cedric.
Sadie. Mr. Hightower. Steve Hightower.
You had Romeo and Bullethead.
Her name wasn't Regina, was it?
It was Regina. I think.
What was her last name? I just like, dang, what is her name?
The Steve Harvey Show. Let's see. Regina Greer.
Greer, yeah.
Lavita Alizé Jenkins.
Yep.
You had Lydia.
Oh yeah, she was on all of that too, ain't it? Yeah. And then they used to have little mini concerts after the show. And then Keenan and Kel was the spinoff.
Not a black show, but the Amanda Show.
Amanda Mix. What else?
Were those all the black shows?
What's that? Trying to think of all 90s sitcoms. Who's that? Martin. We said Jamie Foxx. We said the Wayne Brothers.
Oh, the Cosby Show.
Oh yeah, the Cosby Show. I used to love the Cosby Show.
I do have a favorite.
Malcolm.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's still so unreal. I do have a favorite episode from the Cosby Show.
Which one?
I would say it was when Theodore, so Malcolm, he thought he was grown, so he wanted to move out and get his own apartment and stuff. And so they all like were playing roles. So you had Claire acting like, at one point she was acting like she was the waitress at the diner, and then Rudy was like, what, the lawyer or something like that, the bank or something. And then you had Cliff acting like he was the handyman or the maintenance man or something like that, or he was the landlord. And then you had Cockroach acting like he was helping Theo figure out his money and manage his money and stuff like that. That was my favorite episode.
Did you know, I just found out that him, Theo and Cockroach didn't get along in real life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they said they were rivals. Like, they really did not like each other. But on screen, you couldn't tell that. So that's why you know they really good at what they do. For sure. Another show, Family Matters.
Oh, yeah.
You know what pisses me off about Family Matters?
What?
The sister that they just took away like she never existed. What was her name? Judy? She was like in the first season. But like, she just disappeared. Didn't say where she went, why she was gone. They just took her out.
I feel like it was another show.
I feel like there's another, like you said, another sitcom like similar to Martin.
If y'all know, put it in the comments, because we are having a hard time trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna bother me. You said similar to Martin.
Like similar, like that funny, like, cause they would always compare like sitcoms and stuff. Like they were like, what is better, Martin or I don't know, Jamie Foxx show. Cooper.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was one. Parenthood.
Smart guy.
Smart guy. Living single. That's what it was. Living
How
single.
can we forget Living Single?
I don't know.
Living Single.
I used to think the girl dancing was Maxine. Keep your head up, that's right. We never dislike it up.
All girlfriends to my left and my right with you.
Yo. I think that's all of now. I think Living Single was the one that I was thinking about.
And I just think about like how we were watching these shows when we were younger, and like we would chuckle here and there, but we didn't really understand what was going on.
Right.
We just thought it was kind of funny. But now that I'm older, because I've been watching the Parkers, now I understand some of the things they were saying. I'm like, oh my god. And like I really be in here hard out laughing. And then while I was getting my nails done last week, she was like, you can turn on whatever you want to. So I turned on Living Single because I don't be knowing what to turn on the TV. So I turned it on and started from season 1, episode 1.
When it was in a different house. Well, yeah, it was basically a different house.
Yeah. And I was just like, this is hilarious.
Right.
This is like,
I feel that Living Single used to be like my comfort show. Like if I didn't know anything else to watch, like I'm gonna turn on Living Single. Yeah, that's like a timeless show. Like, yeah, I love all of those sitcoms. Really, like I would watch and cackle. Like I just started watching it for sure.
And if that's all I had to watch, just all those shows, I'm fine.
First of all, that's when shows used to have like long seasons and they had like a lot of episodes.
It actually had a storyline.
Had a storyline.
And it had like actual messages in it. It had like, it showed positivity. Although Different World had me thinking that's how it was going to be when I went out to college.
Right.
But I digress.
Maybe if we went to HBCU.
Maybe I went to another life.
Yeah.
Probably did.
But one thing I can say, a lot of the 90s sitcoms, they definitely pushed out like HBCU.
Yeah, because you'll see like Queen Latifah wearing the HBCU shirts, like sweatshirts. Cliff would do it.
Will.
Yeah, of course they'll do it on a Different World. So yeah,
I really thought I was going to Hillman.
Right?
And then when I started looking up Hillman, I was like, why can't I find Hillman College? Oh, it don't exist.
It's not real.
It's not real. But they did that for that show. Because I think Different World, like you said, they had messages like Different World had one about like talking about HIV and stuff and like safe sex. They had one about like abusive relationships, gangs and stuff like that.
Money management. Because it was showing Whitley, because you know she was the one who always act rich and everything.
Dwayne.
Yes, and then there was at one point she had to get a job or something, so that and like moving off, being by yourself, not being near family,
right?
Friend groups changing and popularity and
racism. Different World had a racism one. Yeah, like you said, those shows had meanings attached to it. Like, yeah, it was funny and like it kept you entertained, but it also educated you in different things. But it wasn't like this is what I'm showing you. But it was so smooth how they did it. I think that's another reason why they are so timeless nowadays, because like it's so relatable to like no matter what time frame you're in, like all these things are things that happen.
And most of them, or like half of them, because of course some of them don't have like word families, but they show healthy Black families.
Yeah.
And now I feel like, of course there are some shows where they do still portray healthy Black families, but a lot of shows now show like the negative and always like it's almost
the stereotype, that you on welfare. And like you said, like on all of these shows, a majority of these shows we talk about, they are all like they do well off for themselves. Like they're not struggling. Like like, yeah, they may have hiccups here and there, but like they all have something going for themselves. Even like living single, them all being single and there's no relationship. It shows just womanhood and friendship, a positive example of that. And also like men protecting women, like Cal and Overton wasn't gonna let nobody come at them ladies no type of way, whether they was with them like, you know, intimately or just, you know, platonic friends. Like Kyle and Maxine can go back and forth, but nobody better step to her, you know, wrong or crazy like that. So it was just showing that.
And also like portraying them in roles outside of a drug dealer or a rapper. Like Maxine was a lawyer.
Look, Cal was a broker.
Okay.
Overton was
the handyman. And then you had what was Queen Latifah's name on the show? Khadijah. She was
owner of a magazine.
Right. So things like that. And then like on the Cosby Show, you had Cliff as a doctor, and
Claire wasn't a stay-at-home wife. She was a lawyer. Right. And they had a nice home. Married, had all even though they had, what, was it 5 kids? Denise, Sandra,
Theo,
Vanessa, and Ruby.
Yeah.
So 5 kids. All well taken care of. All of them have different personalities and stuff, all under one roof. It was good. It was really good.
And I understand like both sides of why there may be like an influx of how some of like the newer shows are, because it shows like real life as well, and it also is making them money. But at the same time, this is affecting how people perceive the Black community, Black families,
and
themselves. Individuals.
Like people think like this is all I have to look forward to is struggle, and yet that's honestly not the story of majority of Black people. Like, yeah, there are like a lot who are struggling, but that's not the stories like of them. Like a lot of us are educated. A lot of
Black women are the most educated group there is out here.
Say it again.
Black women are the most educated groups out of everyone, not just out of Black men, but all groups.
All around.
In the world. We're part of that. We're part of that percentage. So,
Right. So it's like, you know, I feel like it should be a balance.
Right.
Like it's okay to show that because that is a reality for some people, but also show people that you can achieve more. There's a lot more out there for you than struggle, and there is ways that you can surpass that struggle and get out of that struggle. But like you said, like nowadays it's such saturated stories and stuff of just Black struggle, and it's like I feel like Black people are it's so many parts to it. It's more than just the struggle. Like highlight the good stuff. Let people know like what they can look forward to.
And I think about, and don't get me wrong what I'm about to say, but I think about Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
And the shows that he creates, and he's great. Like he has done a lot, continues to do a lot, and also considering where he came from.
Right.
And again, like it's good to have these things that showcase real life examples and maybe show like how you overcome those things.
Right.
But can we make something look
a little different? The storyline getting a little stale.
Now you got what, Divorce
Sisters? It's kind of good.
I haven't watched it.
It's kind of good.
But I just hear Divorce, and it's just like, okay, because he also had another show or a movie. I think
Strong?
No.
Sisters?
No.
Cause he got Sisters, Bruh, Divorce Sisters.
Not in a movie. Single.
With the mothers. Is it the Single Mother Club or Single? I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and what was the other show?
Why Did I Get Married?
That one. Then Medea.
Goes to Jail.
Not that one. Oh, that's my favorite Medea movie though. And it's only because of the part where she's at Kmart and doing all that stuff. The plays are my favorite though.
Oh my gosh, I used to love the play. I used to love those plays. Kayla will watch it. Kayla is my sister, y'all. Kayla is, I feel like she's the number one Medea fan there is. When I say she can quote word for word, the plays, the movies, that's how much she watched it. Or whatnot. But we used to watch it all the time. Like now, like if you ask what she want to watch, she'll be like Medea. But yeah, those plays used to be good. They used to be really good. I wish I could see like his first play, but it's not on like DVD or anything. I can't think of the name of it.
I feel like I had on bootleg. Probably. You know how they used to they used to print like the cover of it on some regular print paper. That was another
on the CD. Right, that's another thing of the 2000s is get your bootleg movies or whatnot, and people walk in front of the camera.
Like people literally used to set up in a movie theater with a big recorder. Yeah, camcorder, that's what it was.
Okay. And they used to sell them at the barbershop
for like $5
a CD. Yeah, then you had your flip book of CDs and DVDs and stuff like that.
So we talked about like the early 2000s and late 2000s, but getting into like the 2010s.
That was the era for us. We high school, starting off in high school. Freshmen in high school. Something. Okay, that's the era. Popsicle was popping.
Ooh, yes.
Sperry.
Used to wear get you a plain T-shirt and wear the tank top
over it.
Or you on top of it.
Yes. And then used to wear the little costume jewelry that had like the colors, the colorful ones.
Like the beads.
Yeah,
had the graphic tees. Used to wear socks over your pants. What else?
Because that was a little bit before skinny jeans came into play. And
you had the colorful skinny jeans. That's what it was. You had yellow, green, pink, red, blue, all the colors.
Anyway, and you had to get all the colors and match different little shirts or whatnot.
Used to wear the hump in the front of your hair. The flat twist, the curls, and the crimps.
That used to be my go-to. And the doobie wraps. I used to rock me a doobie wrap.
Or the updos with the slices.
All them sprigs.
Okay,
and black gel.
And don't let things start itching. They start flaking.
And then the slices go inside. I went to my military ball, ROTC ball, because I was in the military. ROTC ball, and I had my aunt did some, or was that? No, that was my cousin mom. She did some slices in my hair or whatnot. But they used to low-key burn your hair because you curling it with the Marcel curlers. Stylists don't know nothing about the Marcel little curlers now. They get in, it's in the oven, and they come out.
You got to twirl it to cool it down. You got to think.
Stylists don't know nothing about that no more about the Marcels. That's when people knew how to do hair. Like when you go to a hair salon, you spending all day in the hair salon, like
relaxer.
Okay, I used to hate getting a relaxer. Oh my gosh, I used to hate getting a relaxer. Don't you scratch before you get a relaxer, because then it's gonna burn. But then hair was laying straight. Okay. Roots was straight. Okay. Laid. Silky. That's when they were silky. Okay. Your doobies, they still had volume on it, but your roots was laid down. I used to
put the rollers in the
middle and wrap that thing around. And then when they take the rollers out and wrap it around again, put a little saran wrap, and then they. I used to love me a doobie wrap. My mama used to rock some doobie wraps. She used to always have her a doobie. I think she maybe started getting doobies maybe my freshman year of college or something like that. But she used to rock a doobie, and like I would say it was like late 90s, early 2000s. She used to have the French rolls. Or whatnot. That used to be a style. What else? Micro braids and box braids. I used to get those all the time. Like, well, I only had micro braids like once, because who's sitting down that long all the time? But them things used to look good, but take out your little edges out.
I used to want some, but you know, I didn't get my first like braids
To
until
college,
college.
Yeah, I used to get my hair braided all the time. Either my auntie would do it. My aunt still used to braid so tight though. My auntie would braid my hair. Who else? Used to go to a shop or something, or like family, because back then, like a lot of girls in my family would like braid hair. Like my cousin Tyra, she braided my hair. But definitely used to go to auntie all the time to get my hair braided, and stuff like that. And I used to wear beads, either the wooden beads or the clear and white beads and whatnot. Go to the hair store, get that, or get your plaits with the bubbles. But that's like 2000s. But back to the 2010s. What else we used to have then?
Of course, you had like the Friday night lights. Well, I didn't really get to enjoy it because I was cheering. But I mean, I enjoyed cheering. Don't get me wrong. I really love cheering. If I could go back and cheer again, I would. I can't keep up with these girls now though. But you had that. You going to the mall and walking around with your friends
and buying nothing. That or Walmart. I'm going around Walmart.
You just walking around to see if you can get a number.
That's it.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it. Another thing, during that time, we had groups, and each group had a name. Our group name was PDG. It was pretty dark. And my name was Monique Sweets. That was my name. That was so funny. Like, we really did have a group name.
We did, because we were real dizzy. So it was me, I was Kel Dizzy.
I'm weird.
JC was Jew Dizzy. Then Jalen was J Dizzy. Kayla was K Dizzy. Then Victoria was she
Big
Dizzy? B Dizzy? Or R Dizzy? Because she used to call herself Ricky. Yes, it might have been B Dizzy though. And we made shirts. We did.
We did that too. So it was a big group of us. So I was Monique Sweets. Sheree was Lady Sheree. We had a friend, Taisha. She was a little bit because she was shorter. I can't remember Maya's name. It probably had something to do with her height because she was like 6 foot tall.
Oh wow.
Zuri, what's Zuri name? I don't know. We made a whole website. That's what, cause like I think in middle school, cause we was in IB, we learned how to do websites. So we was like, ooh, let us make a website and girls can join, but we the head ones and girls can join PDG. But we had a whole website. It had our names on there. It had bios on there, and that's when we used to type weird back then, like
Q's for G.
Yeah,
Good
Z.
was G was QUB.
Yeah.
That was DAT or DHAT.
And then was you be like WUZ or like it. I don't know why we was called like that. That was just a tongue.
And then 2-night was like the number 2. Like IGHT
or NITE. It was crazy.
It was very. Sometimes those Facebook memories pop up,
Listen.
and I be like, and people be like laughing at my posts, like,
because yours used to be funny. Why we laugh? I'm like, no, it was something you said. And I'm like, Kelsey, why would you make a post about me? You said it was something about maybe we would go eat lunch or something. It was good. It was good. QHUZ.
And hit me up. I'm like my pose.
Like my pose. It would be like, what was that thing used to be on Facebook? It would be
like my status for
a rating,
yeah,
or something like that. MySpace was big internet. I got in trouble one time because I lied about having a MySpace, but nobody could tell me nothing about MySpace. We all could have been in computer science, graphic design, marketing, coding, everything, because the amount of time and energy that we put into those pages, words falling down, music, pictures,
Don't let me get mad at you. I'm taking you out of my top friends.
Okay, you out of my top friends. You out of my top friends. Like, I remember my wallpaper used to be Betty Boop, because I used to love her. Tweety Bird. It was like SpongeBob one time. Some other things. I don't know. But you switch it whenever you want to.
And then we started getting into, so, high school years, Facebook, MySpace, I think, started falling off. Then Snapchat started coming, Instagram, and Twitter.
Cause that's when, first of all, like Instagram was ugly back in the day. Like it was nowhere near like how it is today. And Twitter, you used to have to text your tweets. For it to come out, you have to text what you wanted to tweet. What else?
And you only had limited character amount.
Yep, limited characters. Facebook was nothing like how it is now. That's when you could poke people too. They used to be so annoying, because why you poking me?
Right, I don't even know you.
I don't know you. What else? That's kind of the time when the iPhones came out. Oh, did they come out in middle school?
I know we had like the iPods.
Yeah, we had iPods. I know for sure we had that in middle school. Well, no, I think middle school it was MP3s, and then it slowly transitioned to the iPods. Because they had like the iPod Nano, the bigger iPods, and then it was like the small iPod that was like this, then the bigger one, and then the fat looking one. What else? The phones back then were
cell phones. So we had like flip phones. Well, that was like elementary time.
Elementary, middle school. That's when like erasers and stuff. And
we had like
sidekick,
Nokia, Singular
with the little orange thing. That was before AT&T. Before it became AT&T. What else? I remember I had this phone, and it was like a little sleek little phone. It was like a sky baby blue, and then on the front it had an MP3 player on it, and then you flip it, and then it has the keypad, and then you can flip it back for it. It wasn't a jukebox. It was like literally, it was probably about that wide.
Was it a sidekick?
Nope, it wasn't a sidekick.
The reason why I said, because me and my boyfriend just talking about phones like 2 days ago.
Sidekick. Yeah, I used to want a BlackBerry bag. I did end up having one, but I wanted a BlackBerry bag. Yeah, the Nokia was a little blue one, but that was like early. I feel like that was like 2000.
They had a black one too. The big black bulky one that had the little antenna thing.
Yeah, you had to take out. Yeah. Minutes was free after 8 or 9
o'clock, and then free on weekends.
Then that's when we used to do 3-way and stuff like that.
And then it took so long to send a text message.
It sure did, because you got a T9 text. It wasn't no such thing as
one letter.
What else? I think me and my fiance was talking about the T9 not too long ago. It was like we was really going ham on there. What else was in the 2010s?
I feel like I'm thinking about it. I feel like it wasn't a lot, because that's, of course, when social media really started like popping off and everything. Like we were focused more on school, because now it's like really crunch time.
Right.
Grades really matter for if you want to go off to college.
Right. Our focus really wasn't on. It really wasn't even focused on social media. Like, yeah, you had Facebook, but you kind of had to sneak, because like when Facebook first came out, it was for college kids, or whatnot. But like most of your things have been like texting and talking on the phone and stuff like that, and little school drama. Because like, yeah, we took pictures. That's when like filters was very heavy edited, like on it. So you have like words on here, or the, or
No, how I used to take your pictures.
If you be like,
You had to. People used to stand like this, or you turn around and do whatever.
or put the leg up, or put the leg up. Are you taking a selfie? Selfies was like this, like on the phone. What else? Yeah, like I feel like that era was a little quiet, a little bit. That was big for music. I feel like the Tens was definitely big for music, because I remember like Travis Porter in high school, The Jerk. That was like middle school.
You had Red Sage, the Gemini with red nose, and
You
gas
got in
turtle.
trouble.
It wasn't just me. It was a whole trillion squad. Because we were in uniform before a game, and somebody posted it and was supposed to be
Being
posted
ground.
because she wanted to learn how to do it. And so the next day at practice, the coach was like, "So,
Just I got a red nose for you.
so we had to do some intense workouts. It was like extremely intense. It wasn't no more than what we typically did. But after that day, we went back to normal."
Yeah. So yeah, high school wasn't too crazy. Like it wasn't too crazy. I feel like the Nicki era was kind of big then. Wiz Khalifa, cause like with the Aeropostale, like I remember at our school, like the guys who were like the Aeropostale, like polos with some cargos, with the high socks and Sperry's, and the Sperry's and stuff like that. And they had the necklace, the seashell necklace, stuff like that, like those look like little surfer board, surfer boys, and stuff like that. But then 2014, graduated, and we went off to college, and we was living life, okay.
What a time to be
What
alive.
a time. We used to go out just in business casual.
Charlotte's and Body Central was a store.
The
With
store.
our 5-inch platform heels.
Okay.
Let's get them things for like $20.
Okay. There's a party coming up this weekend. Oh, let's go up. I mean, our freshman year we didn't have cars, but we had bus.
We got there somehow.
We got to where we needed to go.
We even carpool, like rode with people we barely knew. But I feel like the people who were there, like our freshman and sophomore year of college, were really cool.
They were like the upperclassmen then. They were really cool, and I feel like after that, it kind of fell out because you know how people do. But yeah, we had cool like upperclassmen, and stuff like that. There was a girl, Nia. She used to do our sew-ins. I think. Well, I got a couple of sew-ins from her. But yeah, go to the party dressed in business casual, going forever.
But we were cute though. We got the dances on. Okay, you used to be holding on to each other.
Hold on to each other. Or before you dance, I'm like, Kelsey.
Sometimes you even have a chance to dance because they come right. You can just be thrown in a circle,
and they come up behind
you and grab.
But if they was like, say, they come up behind Kelsey and they was ugly, I would. No, we're not doing that. So there's no confusion at all. No. But we used to have a time. Like I remember one time during college. Was that our junior year or was our sophomore year? I mean, we were staying in George apartments, but that weekend I had the Nicki bangs.
That was sophomore year,
and we went out from Thursday to. Was it Sunday or did we give a rest on Sunday?
Because there was a party. We got a rest on Sunday because it was a party Thursday.
Because we went to Thursday.
Saturday. Somebody had a party Thursday. I want to say it was the Q's.
Probably.
Friday, I think V was throwing a party. I think we said we'll wear flats that one. And then Saturday, I think the Alphas were throwing a party. Yeah.
And we were college. We had a time with not much money at all. Like
I don't know how we did it. We made it work though.
We made it work.
And we got our grades.
Okay. I did really well. But we definitely lived life during that summer. I feel like 2016 was like my best summer. where it was just like the best time. I don't know what it is about 2016, like the music and the vibes, and everything. It was just a really good time. A really good time. But yeah, like I feel like our college years, 14 to 18, I feel like we had a good time to go to college. Like,
and I would say this just like, just thinking about that and just think about comparing it to now. I'm glad that we got the chance to experience college when we did.
Because
versus
like 2
COVID
years later,
yeah.
2 years later, COVID.
And then now it's what's going on with most universities and things like that. And I'm also just glad in general that we got to grow up when we did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we would have, of course I don't know how it would have been, but we grew up with social media. We watched this stuff like take on what it is.
Yeah.
And grew up with computers and electronics and technology and all this. But I feel like kids now, I feel like because they're always behind a screen, they don't have the social skills that are really needed to thrive and survive in this world as adults when they become adults.
Yeah, they need so much on technology. Like, like technology like runs everything now, but like
if we have a blackout,
you wouldn't know what to do, or like you'll have a meltdown. Like I would at least go get me a book to read, or take me a nap or something.
Go outside, go for a walk, get some fresh air.
Get some fresh air.
Or even like, and I guess because they stopped this after 3rd grade for us, but writing in cursive.
Oh yeah,
it's
apparently they're supposed to be bringing that back.
Yeah, because it's like there are adults who don't know how to write in cursive.
Yeah, we used to have tests for writing in cursive.
My mama used to get me a workbook,
but we had a workbook in school too, like a cursive workbook.
And that's another thing. Like growing up, my mom, I would honestly look forward to this, going to Books A Million and getting a workbook.
Getting workbooks. Now that I think about it, we had a whole, like on the report card and stuff, we had a whole subject for handwriting. That was a whole subject. Yeah.
But I think this episode has really like made me realize like we really experienced some things, a lot of great things.
To say we're only like almost 30, I feel like we have lived so many lifetimes. Like we've like you said, we've grown up when the start of things like began, like when internet became big, when computers like, I mean they were there, but the older computers and how it's transitioned, like we used to have TVs with butts on them, like it was no flat screen. I was so excited when flat screens came.
Why was I hanging on TV on the wall? That thing was on the floor.
It was on the floor because them things was heavy. What else? Stereos. Even think about the streaming services and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember, but Netflix used to be before that. You had to order online, and then the CDs get delivered to your house. And sometimes it'll take about a week or two for them to come back to you. So then, like that,
you know what I thought of?
What?
Two things. When you had to look in the newspaper to see what movies were going to be playing.
Yep.
And then if you want to watch something on TV, you want to see what was coming on. What
you
time
better pay attention to that guy.
You had to go to the TV guide and watch it scroll.
So slow.
And don't miss him.
Don't blink.
Don't miss it. Because now you got to wait for it to come back.
You're like, let me turn to another channel and then come back and stuff like that. But yeah.
Or finding out when school was closed, you had to wake up that morning, look at that TV and see if it's at the bottom of closures.
Right, because they didn't call back in. You had to be on the news. And see. What else?
But like, although we experienced some great things during our time, we also have experienced a lot. And just to make this quick, like with these events that I'm about to describe, because we had 9/11. We did also have the first Black president.
I was at the inauguration. Got lost in DC though, but I was there.
But then we also had the recession.
Then we had the anthrax attack. Like we was alive during that time. When people were sending anthrax in the mail and stuff like that. Was that like after 9/11?
say 2003, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but I feel like it was like 9/11, the anthrax, the what you said?
Recession.
The recession.
That was like 09. And then we also had, of course, we had COVID. And
Bill Clinton was our first president. Well, our first president.
I don't know why it made me tickle. But yeah, and then just all the things that are occurring,
school
currently,
things with the kids.
Yes.
Like, that I remember being like scared going to school because of some things like that. Yeah.
So we've experienced a lot in our lifetimes, and that's not to take away from any other generation.
Yeah.
Like prior to us, and even the ones who are after us. But because
it seemed like the stuff like we've been like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and because we were coming up with a lot of things, so it's a lot of things were growing, like you said, social media and the computers and the TVs and different things like that.
A lot more now.
We grew up with a lot of things. We saw these things start and evolve. So we've experienced a lot.
A whole lot.
A lot.
But if you're still with us, thank you for joining us for another episode of Couch Conversations as we just reflect back on just throwbacks.
Just memory lanes.
The memory lanes, the nostalgia, like all of that. Thank y'all for being here with us. And if there's something you want us to bring on the couch next time, slide in our DMs and let us know, because we want to hear from you. We want to make sure that we are talking about things you want to hear about.
And also, there's anything that you remember from your childhood, regardless if you're a millennial or however old you are, drop it in the chat, let us know, or in the comments wherever you're watching us. And just let us know, because listen, I'm sure we all have experienced some things, the nostalgia, just all of it.
All of that.
So thank you for watching, and again, don't forget,
to like,
comment,
subscribe,
share,
and tell a friend to tell a friend
to tell another friend
about your cousins here on Couch Conversations. All our handles will be right there below, and make sure you follow us and meet us back here next time on Couch Conversations.
Until next time,
bye.
Bye.